Hi, this is Ivan Marchena, Chief Communication Officer of A-Lens. And today we will talk about 5 myths about high yield investment you still believe in. If you think 15% returns per year is a scam or believe that collateral means zero risk, then you need a reality check. Today I'm going to break down some of the most common lies people still believe about high yield investing. These myths stop thousands of people from using real tools that actually work. Right now in 2025, are they risk-free? No. Are they about hype? Also no. Let's get to the truth. Why do you need this video? Right now, there is too much noise out there. On one side, crypto projects promising 3,000% APY. On the other, bank deposit offering a safe 8% a year. So when you see something in the middle, like 20% returns, backed by collateral with a clear structure, your brain goes like, wait, that sounds suspicious. That's the problem. Today we're going to break down 5 of the most common myths about high yield investing. This video may save you money. Let's get into. Myth number 1. 15-25% returns must be a scam. Let's start with the biggest myth out there. If you see 15 to 25% per year, it's definitely a scam. This idea mostly comes from the past, from Ponzi schemes, high projects, and shady promises with zero real backing. But here's the thing, not all high returns are fake. There are real cases where businesses, especially in e-commerce, logistics, or agriculture, take short-term loans through platforms like ours. Why will a business pay 20% a year? Simple. Because the alternative is worse. If they go to a bank, they might lose margins. If they take on a big investor, they might give up 40% of their company. Paying interest is cheaper. Let's take an example. A company needs funding to start up for the next 6 months. That gives them, let's say, a 12% return on their sales. They share part of that with investors, and everyone wins. 20% isn't too good to be true. It's just the real cost of capital in the private market. Myth number 2. Collateral means you can't lose money. Here is another common belief. If there is collateral, your money is 100% safe. Sounds nice, right? But it's not that simple. Yes, collateral reduces risk, but it doesn't eliminate it. It depends on a few key things. How the collateral is legally structured. How easy it is to sell that asset. The jurisdiction and how long it takes to actually recover that value. Let's say the collateral is a bunch of products. If they drop in price or they are hard to sell, your safety is under a question. So the truth is collateral helps, but it's not magic armor. You need to understand what the collateral is, where it is, and how it can be used if something goes wrong. Myth number 3. Blockchain means it's safe. This one sounds smart, but it's misleading. People think if it's on the blockchain, it must be safe. Yes, smart contracts are transparent. Yes, transactions are trackable. But here is the catch. If the business behind the project is fake or shaded, no blockchain will save you. The risks don't disappear just because it's Web3. They can still be hiding in the legal structure, in the project setup, or in the fine print of the offer. Example, a platform might show high returns and even use smart contracts correctly. But if they don't actually check the borrowers, your money is still at risk. Technology doesn't equal trust. Always check the real asset, the legal setup, and the business model behind it. Myth number 4. I would rather wait for Bitcoin to pump than invest for yield. Some people say, why bother with 15% returns when I can just wait for Bitcoin to double? Sure, If you bought at $30,000 and sold at 70,000, you made 2x. But let's be honest, waiting 2 years with zero cash flow, that's not a smart strategy. Meanwhile, 15 and 25% annual yield from peer-to-peer lending give you stable income month after month. You can reinvest that cash and yes, even put it into crypto when the timing feels right. Here is a simple truth. An investor who earns monthly income builds capital faster than someone just sitting and holding. Yield-based investments are your foundation. Speculative moves like Bitcoin pumps, that's the cherry on top. Myth number 5. The higher the return, the worse the investment. This one sounds logical, but it's not always true. People assume that high returns automatically means high risk. But what really matters is the balance between return and risk. There are real businesses out there generating 60% and even 80% a year, and they are happy to share part of that with investors. Why? Because they are growing fast and need short-term funding. And in crowd lending, the returns are higher because you are funding them directly. No banks, no funds, no middlemen. So don't be afraid of high returns. Just make sure you understand the risk, the structure, and the business model behind them. Conclusion. Myths are easy. They save you time, but they cost you money. If you want to grow your capital in 2025 and beyond, you have to stop confusing Ponzi schemes with real investment tools. Peer-to-peer lending and RWA-based investment are a new asset class. Yes, they take some learning, but once you understand how they work, they give you access to stable long-term income. The future of investing isn't just about hype. It's about real value, smart decision, and knowing what you're doing. If you want to really understand how real investments work, where there is collateral, smart contracts, and a clear business model, we got a full step-by-step guide for you on Telegram. It breaks down everything: how to choose a project, what to look for, and where the risks are. The link's right below this video. And don't forget to subscribe. We got more real cases and breakdowns coming soon.